Okay, let me get on there. I see your pretty little ass with that cowboy hat.
My phone is being crazy because it says that the camera's off, but it's not.
No, it's on. It's just showing me your face. Oh, now it's showing me your hand.
Okay.
Oh, my boobs look good.
We're recording.
I got water.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to put the charger on here.
I've been waiting for almost hours, finally. Nice to see you too, Yaya. Hello, beautiful girls. Hello, beautiful Yaya.
Hey, cabrona.
I love how you do that. Today's been a day.
It has been. We're late. You know, it's just.
We may be late, but we're hot as shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Okay.
You gotta do it with the cowgirl.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. I'm still learning.
I'm teaching you.
All right, guys. So, welcome to the Witching Hour
Hello. Welcome to the Witching Hour.
with Nina and Miranda. So today we're going to be talking still about Samhain, the harvest, but we're going to start going into the darker senses as far as what you can do banefully, what you could do, you know, with darker magic, just things that you can bring an end to, what's good to bring an end to at that time. And then we'll probably, if we have time, we will get to some Halloween celebrations or Halloween things that you can do or that they do and what they mean, you know, as far as the jack-o'-lanterns and, you know, just things like that. So I think that'll be a little bit fun for us to do.
Yes.
So if you want to start off.
What do you want me to start with?
Okay, just whatever you'd like.
Okay, so we did receive, was it an email?
No, it was a client that came in.
Oh, okay. And so they were asking, well, okay, you tell me their question. And we'll
Okay, so we were asked to do, you know, because we go into different religious aspects as far as magic goes and different cultural aspects. They wanted us to start focusing on spiritual as well, just straight spiritual with no background, I guess, or specific genre to that. So we're gonna try that. And
I thought I did really good last time, guys, so I'm sorry. I've always been taught that Samhain has to do with like the end of the harvest, celebrating, releasing, preparing for going into the darker months.
Right.
So,
you know, and this is when you, to me, it's, you know, just like farming or any other thing, you gather everything that is fruitful
and
you bring it within, and then everything else you throw away and just leave it at that. But yeah, bringing it within, that's also food, you know, storage. And so this is also spiritual storage with you. This is the best time to probably do shadow work, to delve into that. You know, shadow work is non-biased. You know what I mean? Shadow work is something everybody needs in a spiritual aspect, and you want to make sure that you are ready for it, because especially with the veil so thin as it is, you are going to get exactly what you're asking for.
Yes.
Especially when you're calling in deities or ancestors or anything like that. Just make sure you are ready for the clear-cut truth and for your emotions to be hit big time, because the dangerous thing about that is it could bring you into depression, and when
you
people
could be forced to have to face or deal with things that you're not prepared for.
Correct. And then with us already having like a lot of people that have seasonal depression, you know, you just want to be careful with that so it doesn't throw you a little too deep, you know. But I just feel like if you're ready to do that around this time, then, you know, just be ready for everything, because it will force you. If you have not gone into the dark night of the soul, you will be there.
Yeah.
Be there, and we do
And
have
some
more than
people
one.
are going back to it. I feel like myself, I've kind of reverted back to it. I've had to like check myself and like
Yeah.
rein myself back in.
Yep, exactly that. And you know, it is a normal pattern for all of us to sometimes feel like we're taking a few steps back. But you know, when you take those steps back, it is for a transition to lunge forward. I've always believed that, and I will continue to believe that. You know, so no worries,
I
girl.
like it. I like it.
All right.
Okay, so from a non-spiritual aspect, I think that, again, I've said this quite a few times. I do believe that nobody walks this path alone. I believe that we have guides, we have ancestors, and I think right now would be a very beneficial time, especially during Samhain, because again, it has to do with the veil being as thin as it is. And that has to that talks about, you know, between worlds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say our world's normally like this. So you've got the living, you've got the dead, and all of a sudden when we start getting closer to this time, it just keeps lifting and lifting,
They're on
and
the same level.
and then all of a sudden, boom, we're together, right? So that's kind of where we're going with that. That's why you can reach out to your ancestors. That's why, you know, for Hispanics, you know, Mexican culture, things like that, it's so big to celebrate Dia de los Muertos.
Yes.
You know, and I feel like
because they do believe that if you don't celebrate them, you don't light a candle for them or have an offering of food or bread, that their souls
get
will
forgotten.
disappear.
Yeah. So
it is so true.
And I think personally, given what I know personally with this type of thing, I know there have been many times where I myself, or I've had to have clients go in and light a candle for their loved ones that have passed, you know, leave out water to help replenish their souls, especially, and this is going to be a hard one for a lot of people, is it depending on their passing, how they passed, how things happened, you know, drug addicts, alcoholics, people with addictions that have passed suddenly, a lot of times they don't know. So, you know, if you want to connect with them, right now would be a very good time.
Yeah.
Take something that they liked in life that was not, I guess maybe you could leave some weed, but maybe a beer or a cigarette, whatever. You know, tobacco, I love tobacco. I feel like tobacco is a good offering all the time. So yeah. What do you want?
I think weed is good too. I mean, I just wouldn't leave
a
syringe.
herb.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave a
Don't
syringe
leave
full
the
of
syringe.
shit.
Yeah.
But you know,
like make their favorite food. You know,
something that reminds you of them. Yes, definitely. And going into that, banefully in the darker aspect of that, you know, me.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Wanting to collect their energy, their power, okay? Wanting to take from ancestors or get whatever you feel like is gifted to you through your blood.
Or say you have some ancestors that's been thrice removed. No, just kidding.
Right. You know, now is a good time to do that because I know a lot of people, most baneful stuff is for power. It is for power, okay? Let's just not lie and let's just get straight to the fucking point. So when you are calling on your ancestors and taking this knowledge, this power from them, you know, now's the best time to do that. I won't tell you how to do it, but now's the best time to do it. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, learn about it. You know, so I do see that, and then I just came across something that we sorry, don't mind me, came across is ancestral confrontation, okay?
That's when the abuelas are fighting.
Yeah. Well, like me, I just, it hit me hard because, you know, I mentioned before I was molested as a child. You know, my uncle passed away. He got hit by a bus and ran over by all the wheels. His brain got squished. He's
The
gone.
way she says
He's gone.
The way
Okay.
she says it, though.
So if I wanted to confront him, now would be a good time to confront his ass. Like, you know, and F you and whatever the fuck, you know. Whatever answers you think you need, now is the best time to do that. Okay? And it could be confrontation for anything, unanswered questions. You know, you might need to go to a medium if you know, or if you have faith in yourself, and, you know, because at this time, everybody's senses are heightened. So you're going to have some sort of
a lot of people. In fact, I have a client. Their house was completely cleansed. They haven't had any problems. And the other night, they were sitting there on the couch, watching TV like normal in the evening. A bottle flew across the room.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, they had those little cute little decorative bottles. It literally flew across the room. Now, you need to remember, if you live in an apartment complex or duplexes or, you know, a lot of high traffic area, you could be pulling in all that nasty energy too. So again, that whole releasing, this whole ritual of releasing, this whole ritual of taking in power. Say you live in a place where you feel like you're powerless.
Mm-hmm.
Grab back your power. Pull in that harnessing.
Yep.
Do some baneful shit and make sure you know what you're doing, because you don't want to conjure up anything that you can't put back down. Okay? That is one of my biggest things. Do not conjure something that you cannot put down. Just because you think you know it all, maybe there's something you forgot.
Yeah.
And I know there's been plenty of stories here that we've told you guys just of our own little faults.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just do your homework. You know, make sure if you're going to conjure some shit up, make sure you're able to put that back down. If you're going to be like Nina and confront these people, say you got that Leo energy, you got that power, you've got that fight, make sure when you come back down, you've got somebody that's got you.
Yeah, exactly. Because it will be an emotional release. Like, you can't, that is something that is without a doubt, you do still need your support system there, you know. And it's okay to tell these people off. Like, even in their spirit self, I just want to express that. If you're fucking angry, be angry. You have every right to release what it is that you feel, especially if they've crossed over.
And don't feel bad for it, you guys. This is part of our release. Their release has already came.
Yeah, they've already dealt with it. They've already, you know, come to terms with it. And if not, they're in a space where they're still dealing with it, and you could still confront them. This is also a good time for, like you were saying, you know, suicide victims, drug overdoses, stuff like that. If you feel like they're stuck, now is the best time to get to them. To send them across, okay?
Or to tell them the things that you didn't get to tell them. To see if they've got stuff for you.
Thank you, Yaya.
What did she say?
Hot native girl and hot cow girl.
Oh, damn.
You should have dressed like an Indian. See, we need to do costumes every Friday till holiday.
Oh, we should. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
But anyways, you know, that as
My
far
hair
as
is doing some weird stuff here.
ancestral confrontation, this is also with illnesses.
Yes.
Your bloodline. You know, obviously, these illnesses don't come up for no reason. They are curses, karma.
Some people are sent to take care of them, you know?
Yes.
And
so,
unfortunately, that might actually be you.
Exactly. You know, our generations nowadays are known as the curse breakers, or the generational curse breakers, you know, and that's
I've
damn
actually
true.
read that somewhere.
You know, so if there's illness and you're ready to confront your bloodline, like, why do we have this within us? And that just gives me ideas with my granddaughter, you know, and her lupus. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
I think through your granddaughter's sickness, I feel like your son's doing a lot of healing, which is her father.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it just continues to go down. I do. Like,
It does.
with me, with a lot of things too, I have to check myself, and you know. And I've had visits like a mofo, you guys, all the last 2 weeks. Like, it has been crazy. Like, I'd be seeing people's dogs and shit that I've never even met.
Yeah, they all want to come through and say hi.
And I'm like,
Okay.
What's your name
Right, right.
So if you're feeling that, it's okay. You're not going crazy. You're just, you know, they're walking among us. We're on the same plane, you guys.
Exactly, exactly. You know, I always used to say that the spiritual plane is like 3 feet high, okay? 3 feet high, and everybody's just doing their own thing in these two planes, you know, and people like me and Miranda, we could see at that level just because, like,
Well, because, our gift or whatever that was brought out.
you know, and also, just another thing, this doesn't have to do with baneful magic, but well, it kind of does. Okay, so a lot of people are getting a lot of attachments, a lot of shitty ass attachments. Okay, these things are looking to stick to you. If you're emotionally weak, you're gonna get attachments. If you're physically weak, you're gonna get attachments. Mentally weak, you're gonna get attachments. Okay, if you're coming into your gifts, you don't know how to protect yourself, you're gonna get attachments, and this just has to go with a lot. Okay, so we brought my granddaughter in yesterday. She's 6, and this little girl had so many friggin' attachments on her, and parasites, you know. And I did one cleanup, she did another cleanup, and we did some other stuff with her. But just so you know, she is an innocent. She is a little girl. If your kids are acting up, you guys bring them in for cleansings. Okay, we had 2 babies come in today.
Yeah. And
I don't know why it's so different now.
Yeah.
But I've been noticing more and more children are being able to be attacked. Why? I'm not really sure. I haven't even delved into that answer.
I feel like
that question yet.
You know, I feel like a lot of the stuff that's going on right now, it's kicked up so much chaos that it's sticking. And I think a lot of us aren't realizing how much we're worried about things affecting us. You know, financially, you guys, people are struggling.
Everybody's struggling.
Everyone is struggling. And it's sad. It's sad because we've forgotten a lot of that kinship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's sad because I don't care what side you're on. I know a lot of people are terrified.
Uh-huh.
They're terrified. And that fear, we're bringing it in and we're placing it on our children, not meaning to.
Right.
You know?
But I mean, I'm just going to say, and this is my opinion, but I feel like it's very logical, is, you know, we were given gifts for a reason. If you're not working or your career is not in your gift or your path, you're going to have to change to that really quick, because I do feel like bartering is probably going to be one of the better things for us nowadays, because you know, everything is going to shit. And I'm not saying that it's going to stay going to shit, but you know what I mean? That's a good backup plan right there, is to barter. But if you are working in your gifts, in your natural state, then good for you, go for it. You know, and yes, it is a little bit more humbling than some of these, you know, hardcore business people that make millions and millions a year. It is bringing you down to a humble point, which is okay. You know, you're not going to go without, not at all. So I just feel like if you are worried about money, go to your natural gifts. What is your born natural gift? You know, and we all have more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Work with that and go with it, okay? And you won't see yourself going without anything.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, times get hard. I'm not saying that there's not going to be hard times. Mm-hmm. But, okay, so going back to the thing sticking.
Which is another great thing to do during baneful magic.
Right.
You want somebody to see their shit.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
I was going to say, if you want to send something to somebody, send it. It'll go right away.
Mm-hmm.
Redirect it. It will go right away.
Witches get a bad rep for hexing.
Uh-huh.
I tell you all the time, like, people are always, I mean, even men, anytime we go on a date or something, it's that awful little catchphrase, well, you really are a witch because, you know, you put a spell on me or something idiotic.
I don't get no smooth motherfuckers like that. I get the people that are like, so what? Are you going to put a spell on me? Do I have to be careful with you?
Yeah, I get that too. I get that more than I do the others.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. But I never got the smooth talk.
I get it. I get the smooth talk. I'm just like, You're still paying for dinner, right? No, just kidding.
No, if not, I'm gonna make you pay for dinner. Don't fuck with me. Yeah, I've been wanting to put people in a jar so much lately. And that's another thing, you know, jar spells are friggin' fabulous right now.
They really are, you guys.
They really are.
You want to hide somebody, stick them in a jar, stick them in the fridge. You want to do it more discreet, stick their ass in a line. Look, I messaged you the other day when I did that one spell. You guys, ooh, let me tell you.
Yo, yeah.
Let me tell you what, I was so distraught and so upset, like, and I don't do work like that when I'm upset. You know me, I don't.
She waits.
I don't. I'm gonna let it, I'm gonna sleep on it, I'm gonna let it go. And this time it struck me to a core, and I was like, nope, I ain't playing. And so I cut it in half. I cut the lemon in half, okay? Because I wanted to sour some shit. And I got the candle, I got the name paper, I got, you know, our special powder. Woo, y'all, that flame was like this, and it was just a little pillar candle. That flame was like this. It was burning beautifully. It burned clean.
It worked like a motherfucker. It worked like a charm. Oh, shit.
And Cece, the woman who owns the shop, she always gives me crap. She's like, "Girl, you're a Virgo. You should be throwing out those spells left and right." And I just don't do it because that's not who I am.
So I'm gonna explain to you. You hang on to shit and hang on to it, and it festers in you. And I'm gonna tell you, Virgos, watch out for Virgos. Okay? She thinks because I'm a Leo, I'm fiery. I'm a loudmouth, and I confront people right away. This girl holds on to the shit. But when she releases, like all at once, this person died, this person died, this person got sick, okay, you know what? It's because she was holding on to it for like 4, 5, 6 months, maybe even a year with some. And when she let that go, boom, 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 they all went tumbling down. I am not even playing with you. And you know it's true. You know it's true.
We weren't going to say nothing, but yes. And
we do not admit to any type of deaths or anything like that. That's all for show.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Miranda, the Miranda Rights. I learned that by the time I was like 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, you know, a lot of people's anger right now is so festered up too. Like,
oh yeah, I've been a hot mess. I'm not angry. Like normally, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. And I ain't even saying that right now. I'm just like,
she's just.
I'm like, okay, you're going in the dark.
Dragon. That's my Chinese side. Is a dragon, but I feel like a fucking dragon lately. You know. So
there goes.
You know,
there goes the cat. And she's a fucking little fairy mapley crazy like
No, I did it. I did some work too. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, if you have ever had anybody taste your blood from accidentally giving you oral sex and you start your period.
Oh, she went there.
I did, okay? If you have fed somebody blood through spaghetti or anything like that, anything that you've done in the past years, just know now's the time to fucking fuck with them, okay? Yeah, I got angry. I got dissed, but I got lied to. I don't like liars, okay?
Me either, bitch.
And usually, I let shit slide. I'm an OG. I'm just like, you know what? Here you go. There's your shit. Later. You know, and I will walk away like a big girl. Oh, there's two spirits with this right now. Please don't let it be my way. She's gonna come out. I think. Okay. I guess there's orbs flying around us right now, but yeah.
Shit.
So
don't be my dad. I'm sorry, Dad.
So if you have ever had anybody or done the blood spell, you know, with other people, just know now's the time to fuck with them. Yeah, I fucked with the person that lied to me. That shit burnt. Nasty, but it burnt nasty because of all the anger I had. And I was just like, you know what, you are not going to treat women like this. And it wasn't even towards me. It was just like, you bastard, I bet you treat everybody like this. So yeah, I just said, you're going to stay limp dick until you can understand that you don't treat women in this manner. And if you have a wife at home, which more likely he does, then you're going to be fucking honest with her. You're going to be good to her. you know, and then the spell would lift because I don't do shit to stay, you know.
Not me. I bury your ass in the graveyard.
Yeah, she did, you know, and usually I get that way. If I've gotten to this point, I don't even give a fuck. But this was the first time that I've ever maliciously done something just fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, okay? So the first time, so I did want a learning lesson. This is what I wanted. You want to give people lessons? Now's the time, okay? And especially if you cross blood with them.
Yes, yes. What I would love to say on that matter is, for someone to be able to make your, I just read this the other day, for your menstruation cycle to start a little bit early or suddenly, it doesn't always have to do with trauma or them being rough. I want to put it out there, like, you were so relaxed and you were feeling so good, it triggered that to start. So I mean, he did a good job, but he didn't have to do what he did. So if that ever happens to you, do not get grossed out. Don't treat them like anything. Don't make them feel bad.
Right. And yeah, that happened to me, okay? Fuck.
But I'm just saying, you should take pride in that and be like, that was me. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay, so we have Miss Yaya. She says, since we moved to this house in my family's room downstairs, I see two orbits and the camera will announce them as a person. Once when my friend's dad passed away, and the other one before just passing by. Another time I was sleeping in the family room and I dreamed myself on the couch sleeping and a little girl was watching me. What does this mean?
They were spirits coming to tell you who they were and why they were there.
And the little girl, yeah, definitely. The orbs are definitely spirits coming to you. Yeah, you know that this. I know that this. Some people push away their gifts because they're scared of them.
And they are scary. You know, there is no reason that you should not feel afraid.
Yeah,
I mean, well, let me rephrase that. You don't have to be afraid of what you don't know. That's how come we had the witch trials, y'all.
Right. Okay, so with you, Yaya, I know that you've pushed away your gifts for a lot of years because you are afraid to face them. Either way, right now, you're being forced to see it, okay? You're dreaming of little girls watching you, or the little girl watching you in your sleep. This is a spirit watching you. I feel like this was more of a guardian.
That's what I would say.
Watching over you than anything scary. And 9 times out of 10, it's not scary, okay? 9 times out of 10. You'll know when it's something not
of this world.
Of this world, not that's
of
never been
plane.
human.
Yeah.
You know, you'll know when it's not. All right.
Yeah, you will, because the other night.
All right. So another thing you can do is flying. Okay.
Preach, girl.
So you can do flying spells, and a lot of the time, you know, some people are good enough they could do it physically.
And we're not just talking about astral projection.
No.
This is a little bit of a different topic, just so people know.
Yeah, so you could do it spiritually, emotionally, in your dreams, physically, flying spells. For any reason you want to fly, okay. Why do most people want to fly?
So psychology says.
Here we go.
You know, I did go to college and stuff. I was kind of smart and overachiever, but you don't see that with me now. Anyways, so according to psychology, the reason people have flying dreams or envision themselves flying is because they feel out of control in that situation. So then their body then protects them by pushing them outward. Now with spirituality, we believe something a little different, but we do kind of connect on that. Native wise, you know, when women are taken advantage of, there's a thing where we call it their soul breaks, and they have to go through a whole ritual to bring their soul back. The same with women that are in domestic violence situations. You know, a piece of them continues to be chipped off, and that's why a lot of times they run back. You know, you have to remember you're being poisoned. That part of you has been poisoned. So you want to take that poison out of you. Now you can do a cedar bath, You know, you can do any type of our little milk baths and stuff like that to help draw that sickness out, but you have to be willing to let it go. So, with that being said, for you being able to draw that out, now is a good time for that. But it's also a great time to send that poison to someone else.
Yep. You can send it back or send it forward, wherever you want to send it. You know what I mean? Let's just say, I always tell my clients this too. You know, when our physical body goes through trauma, okay, and this is more of what I've seen from the other side, okay. Our soul is very humble. It will release itself from us for a millisecond and come back in, but it leaves a piece behind in that cycle. That's why some of us feel like we're reliving the same moment, the same traumas over and over, and it does cause cycles in your life. Okay, so flying back to that time, allowing your soul the freedom, and where mental health professors would call it some kind of disconnective order. You know, where you disconnect from your body and you're no longer there, you're just numb. Where your body just shuts down in order to deal with the trauma, okay? And this could be during a rape or molestation or abuse, okay?
Any type
of mental or physical.
Or verbal. Let's put verbal out there, because verbal abuse is also something.
Oh yeah. I still shut down with verbal abuse.
Me too.
I just, it just sucks, you know? So it is a disconnect, okay? And when you give your soul that freedom to fly, it is a form of freedom.
Yes, it is.
So a lot of people do it for freedom as well, to feel free and not stuck.
Yes. We sell a very nice little thing in the shop called Blue Lotus.
Oh, Blue Lotus, yes.
It's used for helping that situation. If you have not tried it, we carry the flowers, and we also carry a tincture. So I am a big fan of the tincture.
And just so you know, you don't always need these things to help you get into flight mode or get into that subconscious journey. What was it? Subconscious journeying?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, subconscious journeying, all right?
We don't know all the words. We just know what we're doing,
we
y'all.
Just know what we're doing. So a lot of people will use DMT. They'll smoke weed. They'll take acid, shrooms. You know, whatever it is.
A lot of people, unfortunately, go to meth.
Yes.
But there are such a things as meth demons.
And that is still a form of flying as well. But it is journeying also, to get to a state of a trance-like state, to where you can look into your past lives, you can look into other realms and stuff like that. You know, now is just the time where it's just stronger, because the realms are very close. All the veils are thin in every realm, okay? Not just the spiritual, it is every realm. So yes, we use Blue Lotus, or what did you say? What tincture?
Oh, yeah, it's a Blue Lotus tincture.
Oh,
so we do have the flower, or we have the actual drops, which are tincture. I like them, but that's because I have a hard time relaxing, you guys. So that's why we sell that in the shop. What's the other one we have? We have a powder here. I forgot what it's called. But I know a lot of people come in to get that as well. Make sure, I don't know why I'm going to again. I hate that I do that. So just make sure if you're doing something to help you get there, make sure it's helping you get there and you don't just develop an addiction. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Right. And when you get there, make sure when you return, you didn't bring shit with you and close it up. Like,
yeah.
You've got to know what you're doing when you're opening these portals.
And just because you work well in anger a couple of times does not mean that you will work well in anger all the time.
Exactly. So a lot of people are into spooky shit, okay? And they want to go dig into like the real haunted houses, not the ones where they jump up at you. Real haunted houses and stuff, you know, please use your protection.
Yeah, she will go with me to a haunted house, like for real. For real.
Okay.
What'd you say?
This says, time to relax. It says, Miranda, you were in my dream last night working on a door that was used as a portal.
Well, that would explain why I was super tired today.
Who is Time to Dream?
I have no idea.
Who is you?
This is Tasha, by the way.
Oh,
Hi,
Tasha. Okay.
Good. Well, you know what? It's so
Oh,
funny.
but you look like a zombie.
Oh, well, that.
Oh, no, that was Yaya.
That was
Girl.
Yaya.
Okay, Tasha, so this can mean a couple of things for you as far as the dream and her opening a portal.
To close it, yes. Okay. I will tell you that how's a good way to put this? Okay. I feel like a lot of our clients reach out to us because they know that we're a safe haven.
Yes.
And our safe haven selves will then reach out to, especially our sisterhood, will reach out to our clients because we are there to protect you. We are there with a lot of things. And if your higher self needs us to manifest, to be there to help your higher self get shit done, then that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and I was going to say that I feel like Miranda is helping you through some type of a transition right now. And whether it's physically or in the dream state, that's what I was going to say too. And yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, so but cool. I mean, we get clients that tell us that all the time. We actually, okay, don't judge us, and nobody should judge anybody. I'm going to tell you all that right now. Sometimes we're given certain paths in life and we just have to walk them, and that's it. We get a lot of prisoners that we deal with, and we'll have our prisoners call us in the middle of the day and be like, you know what? I had a dream about you, and this, and this. And we're like, well, that makes sense because of this, and this. And they're like, well, thank you. You know, like, for us, we try to create a safe space because we know that the spiritual realm isn't always friendly. And unfortunately, not everybody you meet that works with the spiritual realm are friendly. A lot of them are out there to do some chaotic stuff, and that's who they are. That's their bag, you know. Don't ever let that affect your bag, but always, you know, use your protection, use your good judgment. Follow your damn instincts.
For real. You know, especially before I got into anything, I just knew my gifts. I knew I was gifted. I didn't know what I was gifted in. And I had gone to this group where they were doing some kind of a practice or whatever. They had a special guest, and it was here at As Above, So Below. But everybody was inside. We were all crowded in a room. They started passing around Florida water for you to put your stones and jewelry in to wash them off. And I just thought, I am not putting my shit in there. Okay? And not that I feel anything against the shop owner, no. The person giving the thing, no. But my instinct told me not to put my shit in there, and I didn't. And then afterwards I was like, I think this lady, you know, the host or the person giving the class or whatever, is going to use everybody's energy that's in there for her own shit.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. You know. All right. So
I'm glad I wasn't here.
And it ended up that this lady did get run out of the shop because she was she was stealing people's energy, and she was overpricing people, and that's one thing we don't do here. You know, we just don't believe in that.
Definitely.
Whatsoever. Yeah, so, you know, please use your instincts. I don't care if the whole world's doing it. If your instinct says not to do it, please don't do it. Yeah, it will save you.
Yeah, and it does. It does. That was a very unwelcomely situation that had to be dealt with.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, and we come across stuff like that. So also,
yeah, follow your instincts. Just follow your damn instincts.
Right.
I'm so proud of you. Good job.
Yeah, I know.
Good job.
Thank you.
Just kidding. You're gonna be like,
yeah. So other stuff that you could do is, you know, any of your baneful magic, any of your baneful magic that you've done throughout the year, bring everything to a close. You don't want it to continue. You know what I mean? Close it up. If you got to redo something, if it's been done, you know, anything you have left over, get rid of it.
Rid of that part and then do a new one.
And do a new one, yes.
Also pay attention to your dolls and your poppets, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is the time where they might actually walk off.
Yes.
So do not have them walk off. You know, thank them, dispose of them the proper way, and do you another one. I was gonna I almost called you the other night because I was cutting burlap sacks to make voodoo dolls.
See, and I got me a nice, pretty suede one because I have somebody getting ready to want a love doll.
Oh.
You know, amor. But anyways, I got the pretty red suede, and I thought, you know what? I've been having it with me to just instill love into it. So yeah, I mean that's just, I love love. So yes,
I love that too, but I'm in my angry mode, and I feel like it just don't exist for me. But anyways,
you guys know any single cowboys?
Oh wow! Now after she sends me a song that says they all right away. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so funny. What other things can we? I mean, pretty much everything we've said in our Baneful Magic stuff you could do, but this is an ending. This is something where you want to finish.
You want to finish it.
Yeah, if you have
guys, cord cuttings right now. Cord cuttings.
Oh yeah.
Yes. If you're wanting to release that love you have for that person, if you're wanting to release the hold that that person has over you, if you're wanting to just release all the ugly, toxic shit they left with you, right now is the time to do it.
Yes. Most definitely. But yeah, you want to close out the year. You know, I know New Year's isn't until January on earthly time, but I just feel like harvest is like, let's just clean out the dirt. Let's get rid of everything that we have stocked up, backed up, hidden, you know, in secret. Get rid of it and start fresh. So that way, even if you take a break throughout winter, when spring comes, let that shit manifest like crazy. You know, you want a clean slate.
And this is where we go into the dark times. This is where things kind of start to close off, and then they'll sprout again in the spring. And that's the way that a lot of people looked at it. You know, not a lot of people do the whole harvesting thing anymore. I still do. But that's because I'm a weirdo, I'm a Virgo, and I love to be in the dirt. You know how much I love to be in the dirt. I'm one of those that's like, let me go be wild, out in the wild.
Right.
We have another client who calls me, and she's got my location. She'll be like, what in the cows are you doing out in the middle of nowhere? And I'll be like, I thought it would be fun. And she's like, will you please text me when you get home?
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, any conjuring that you want to do is good.
You guys, get a burning bowl. Burning bowl. That's another good way. Again, you're putting it in, you're flying it up, you're releasing that, you're sending it back to where it needs to go.
Oh yeah, I just got really tired all of a sudden.
It's probably the spirit.
I know. Oh, you're so graceful. We're like a few minutes delayed on our comments and stuff, and she just looks so graceful. My God.
I love it. I wish. I wish. I'm like a baby giraffe in heels,
you know,
y'all.
And I'm gonna tell you, don't forget to journal in your shadow books with your spells, okay? Tinctures, oils, you know, this is where they're gonna be extra powerful. Yes. Extra powerful.
And I don't know if any of you guys, I don't know if all our people are in Utah, but we've had a lot of good rain. Now would be the time to catch it.
Right. Catching the rain.
Ooh, and if you want to harm somebody, that puddle water, y'all.
Dirty water.
Dirty water. Some people call it swamp water, because, we don't have swamps here, but
no,
we get flash floods like a mofo down south.
And if you know how to use swamp water, you know how to use the puddle water, then, I mean, to me, it's a lot like war water. Yeah,
and it's just dingy. Well, yeah, for the most part. And you can make your war water. You can use the rain water. You can make your war water. I personally think I need to, buy stock in that lately.
Yeah, no shit. Let's see. Anything else that you want to do during the harvest. I mean, you just want to make sure that you're protected, though. Like I said, protect your emotions, protect your family, protect everything that's around you, because how this is almost an end. This is a time when there's a lot of deaths. Okay.
Yeah,
And
there's
we've mentioned that
definitely
before.
a significant shift right now, you guys. Be willing to let that go.
Hi, Anna. Nice to see you, baby girl.
Oh, I love that. I love you guys. I just love all our viewers.
Yeah.
I love the shop. I love the people in the shop. And where did that come from? Woo! I don't know whoever's putting that out there, but thank you guys. Bring it on.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, she needed to calm down.
Yeah, she did. She did.
You
Talking
guys,
about taking my ass line dancing. I don't think so, homegirl.
I think we should.
Oh, jeez.
I love to go line dancing.
She said hi, ladies. All right. So make sure you do have your protection, and
Remember, if you're gonna use your protection, to send shit out too.
yeah.
You guys, I'm just in a dark phase.
No, I mean, and that's the best time, especially when people have wronged you. And I'm not saying that's the only time you can use baneful magic. You use it whenever the fuck you want, but for me, I like to keep it very even. So if somebody's like, I had a babysitter for one of my grandsons that friggin' slapped the fuck out of him, then she lied about it. And
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that. Oh, I did a spell on that too. But every year around this time, I send her more shit. And, you know, you just don't fuck with my kids. My grandkids are my kids, and that's just what it is.
Just don't come out of person's family.
Right,
Like,
and
that's
so,
just not how it goes.
you know, and that's the best time to get venge work in, and you do that however you want. Just know that right now with the veil thinning, you can call in chaotic parasites, deities, entities to send to them as well. You know, to your enemies, to the people that are messing with your life, to the people that are causing you havoc, or people that you just want to fuck with. You know, this is the best time because they will mess with them.
We had a client earlier that had to get a cleansing, and it's because people sent him spiders. I've had spiders sent to me before, you guys. That was great.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just know that these are things you can do. Learn about it. If you don't know how, ask about it. If you want us to let you know. Yeah. So that is really great.
I want to put that out there. Like, this whole love light bullshit, we say it, but you know what? We get it. And sometimes the most light you can do is by telling somebody to off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, there's a difference between love and lighters and us, you know, because we are very open to all things black, white, and gray, and so we don't have boundaries there. Love and lighters are in an illusion that everything is gray and love and light. I'm not gonna lie, love is the highest vibration. Love is the highest vibration. Hate is the lowest, but at the same time, both are needed.
Yeah, and some people run good in either or of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't deny your natural nature. You know, that's what I tell people too. Like, especially with prisoners, I tell a lot of our clients that are in the prison, you know.
Yeah, because we work with people in the prison too, y'all.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you guys, you got to think about the situations that they're in there. Yeah, whatever you want to say, they did stuff to get there, whatever. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I will tell you that a lot of them have learned to politic, or have learned to be a certain type of way because of the situation that they're in.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can hate yourself all you want, but at the end of the day, you need to show yourself love.
Mm-hmm.
And if you happen to be cutthroat is the way you show love, then that's one thing.
Yeah.
So
Being a hard ass.
I love it. I love it.
A hard ass. Yeah, most definitely. And I'll just throw that out there too. If you guys have anybody in the prison system that needs a reading or guidance or even a cleansing, we do them remotely. Okay, we will do them remotely, and we can do it by phone. Don't throw this out there, but we do it 3-way. You know, because I know those are illegal in the prison system. But hey, you do what you got to do. just so you know, I've worked with over a dozen prisoners, inmates over the last few years, and you just don't even know that they don't get this type of stuff in there, and they don't get the guidance that they truly need for themselves.
Yeah, and
in
not
there.
just that. I mean, a lot of them don't even have the actual supplies that they need. I mean,
To
we
practice
talk,
what they
what they believe in. Like,
Uh-huh.
we get a lot of. I know I have several people on my altar for the Santa Muerte,
Uh-huh.
and I know you have some as well,
Uh-huh.
because they send their pictures out because they want to practice that, and for some reason they're not able to, which is understandable. So like we do hold them in regard.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, and that's the same with, like, they're getting more and more open to more indigenous and islander stuff, and I found out also that the prisons even hold a monthly Wicca grounding session.
I remember you telling that, and I
Yes.
thought that was so beautiful.
Um,
I know my dad used to do the sweats at the prison and stuff, and I thought that was amazing too.
yeah, but just the fact that they call it a Wiccan or pagan grounding session for an hour, I think that does throw a lot of the prisoners off, because they're like, oh, fuck that, because a lot of them get scared because of their Christian knowledge or Christian morale that has been placed on them.
Damn, you were like pissed. They done pissed on y'all.
Yeah. Let's not go there, okay?
Her true feelings came out.
Right. But if they could get everybody in that prison to go ground some shit, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I just think, I'm glad that they're getting more and more open up to that, but still, like, the people that do practice or pray to La Santa or even other deities, they don't get to have their little symbols or statues or products that they need to be able to do that or to honor her.
There's a kid.
I mean, you can't even have tobacco.
Yeah, true.
Can't even have tobacco in prisons anymore. So
That
just
was
so you know.
like money, y'all. Money.
Yeah. I know y'all watch Blood In, Blood Out. No front.
The Chicano side does.
Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you.
I know you wanted to touch me.
I know. And just remember the moon, waning moon. If you want your stuff to hit like tenfold, wait for the waning moon. That's the best time to do baneful magic any other time of the year, or even this month. Just know your stuff, know what you're doing, know when to do it. Like, right now is the time for closures, endings. So let's just get everything out, done with, over with, and have a time of rest. Just to give your soul that rest,
Definitely.
rejuvenation. And a lot of people are needing to go into self-healing and self-love right now, self-awareness. So make sure you do that. It doesn't matter if you do good or bad magic. It's, we all deserve self-love and self-awareness, learning who you are. And I've also noticed, a lot of people are in transition to evolution, their own evolution, where they're moving from one dimension to another dimension spiritually, and you're feeling stuck and you're seeing all these angel numbers or synchronicities. It's because you're stuck. And I'm going to tell you, these synchronicities don't only come from ancestors, angels, they come from your past lives too, your past selves on different timelines. So just know this, that you are giving yourself messages through these numbers, okay?
And now that our higher selves are already sending out messages, you're going to see them a lot more right now because, again, the veil.
Right. And just because you don't feel left out, I mean, maybe it's not your turn, okay? And it's okay. It is okay. But I don't know, do you have anything else to speak on about baneful stuff?
I'm not going to say that. No,
Okay.
No.
All right, so I am going to bring up some stuff. So if you have what are those shells called?
Album shells. There we go.
Uh-huh.
That.
The shells that you burn shit in, okay? Or your little...
For your sage. A lot of
pot.
people use them for sage and, for their smudge.
Whatever you smudge out of, whatever you burn in, those ashes work, okay? Those ashes work for you. So just know that you can use those ashes on spells, on your candle work, on anything. I'm gonna also mention when I did the spell back to the dude that I didn't want his wiener to stand up anymore, until he learned how to treat women. I had just done a cleansing on somebody else that, like, he lost his job. He was driving home from losing his job. He had just got paid that day too. His car blew up, like Al Pacino blew up, right?
Yeah.
And it started on fire. He showed me the videos and showed me the pictures, and it just didn't feel right. And then his whole wallet was in the car, and all his money burnt up because he didn't go through a bank. So, let's just say some shit was thrown his way. So I did a cleansing on him, and the ashes from that cleansing, I just dipped into the little candle work I was working with, oh boy. And you know what? If you want to ever distract people that heal other people or break curses from yourself, throw in somebody else's work in there, okay? That's all I can say. Because whoever placed them on him, it gave them the track of following, like, to follow this track instead of back to me, which it doesn't matter because we're blood bonded anyway, so I can do what I want.
No. I've been there, done that. So
Yeah.
It's fine. Mine was
It's
in there
fine.
to
It's
get
all
rid of.
good. Yeah, so
Not
be
like
creative.
that.
Get creative. You always want to know when you put shit out, it leaves a signature.
Yes,
Okay.
guys.
It leaves a signature. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be returned to you. If they are knowledgeable enough to go get themselves cleansed or get the curse broken. I don't care what you do. It is going to be broken. Unless it is blood work that is binding, where you actually have their blood, that can't be broken. But anything else can be broken, and it will get sent back to you. And that's just a chance most people take. A lot of people that don't believe in karma, they just feel like they work on a balance. They just see only gray, and so they just take the hits with whatever comes with them. But if you don't want to get hit, put somebody else's signature up in that bitch. That's all I have to say. I feel so smart.
I'm so glad that she said that and I didn't have to.
So yeah, any leftovers from your old workings you can use, especially if it has been for baneful, or if it's cleansing and you've taken off some bad shit, fucking jar that shit up. If you take it off an entity and you know how to harbor it well, put it in the jar and send it to somebody else. You know what I mean? You can always hang on to these things for later works. So
Definitely.
all right. So let's go into Halloween. I don't know what you guys have planned for Halloween. Remember, we do have our Samhain ritual here.
Yes.
Come dressed up if you'd like. We share a potluck together. We call the corners. We call in ancestors, and we do a whole release ritual, as well as messages from the ancestors, and it's pretty cool. But for Halloween, because my granddaughter brought this up, like, why is Halloween celebrated? And it is a night of, the kids think it's a night of just scary stuff, and
Candy.
you get to dress up and candy and stuff like that. And I know some things, but I don't know everything, and I'm hoping you do.
Okay.
Okay, so brooms. Why are brooms involved with witches? To fly on and stuff like that. Well, as far as I know, the broom is used as a tool.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely a magical tool that could be.
Well, shit, I send bad mother-in-laws away all the time.
Yeah, you sweep out all the bad shit, put it upside down in your home, or you could use the other end, and use it as some type of a wand or something,
Definitely. So from my knowledge on this, it first started with people knowing that the veil was as thin as it was, and they were hiding from the spirits.
Yeah.
And that's why people dressed up, and then it got brought into other things.
Uh-huh.
The pumpkins. I am adamant about carving pumpkins, okay? I am so adamant about having my pumpkins lit and out my door on Halloween, because that sends the rough ones that are trying to cause havoc away. If I had a fireplace, you bet your ass I was gonna have a freaking log on there to keep other stuff away. So.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what the jack-o'-lanterns are for, to keep
Yes,
the evil
it's-
spirits away.
It's supposed to help with
Yeah.
the protection.
Okay.
Yes. Because if you do place a candle in your window, that's calling spirits in. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We're not doing that. that. So we're sending them away. We're keeping the bad, ones that cause craziness away.
And it is outside of your house,
Yes.
not in your window.
Yeah.
I've seen people put their jack-o'-lanterns in the damn window, and I'm thinking, what are you doing, loco? Like,
Yeah, and
don't
it's
do
probably
that.
because other people love to go smash pumpkins, which is,
Yeah.
it's not the greatest. I remember when the first time my daughter's pumpkin got smashed, it like broke her little heart, you guys. And I was gonna go hunt down some kids. Come to find out, it was one of our cousins who did it, and he got his ass raped.
Ooh.
Do you know how bad she was crying? Like, no.
Right.
So the costumes, all of that, those are all different things. A lot of times people believe that they needed to keep themselves, protected because it's witches' night. It's really not witches' night, y'all. Every night is a witches' night if you're a witch.
Exactly. Exactly.
Every day is Halloween if you're a Halloween person.
Right.
So, yes.
So do you know why they bring in candy? Where
So
did
the
candy
candy
come from?
companies actually bring in the candy. Before that, it was sweets that were left out. It's like for, again,
As offering.
as offering. You knew that the veil was thin. You knew these spirits were coming in, and it was a way to keep them from causing havoc in your home, and as a way of paying your homage to your ancestors.
And what's cool, I think that's where the meaning trick or treat comes in. Yeah.
Because they believed that demons or evil spirits would come to the door, and that was the way to appease them. Well, if you told them to give you a trick, a lot of times it was going to be a very harmful one. But for a treat, you give them a treat and they go away. Which is another thing I want to put out there, you guys. As a native person, indigenous, let me say indigenous because I like that word. There are certain things we don't talk about as we go into the colder months. Now, say that you come into contact with certain things. If there are harmful spirits that are bothering your home and you can't cleanse them away, and they happen to come in, especially if it is one of these native spirits, you are to give it an offering. I don't care if that's a grain of rice that's not cooked, if it's salt. These things were taught because people are so selfish anymore, and it's not about the community. It's not about the brotherly love or sisterly love. It's not about that anymore. So these things are popping up places that they haven't been before, and they're coming into homes, and they're coming in around things. So giving an offering is a way of saying, this is what I have. You're welcome to it because I don't want you to go without.
Right.
So
Selflessness.
Yes, I love that word.
Selflessness. Okay, Yaya wants to know why last month was so horribly heavy.
Because we're coming into the veil, honey.
Yeah. It's like this.
There was a lot of energy too.
So much energy planetarily wise, okay? With the double eclipse in 1 month, last September. Also, the full moon was a super moon coming into October. So that's a lot of energy, and a lot of people, especially on the earth right now where it's transitioning, the entire earth is transitioning, okay? We've even gone where the earth was so much megahertz that the vibration gives off of earth, it's raised up like 0.00002 megahertz, okay? And that's huge for an entire planet to do that. I love you too. But also, with the planetary shifts, it does affect everybody differently. But when we aren't feeling settled, and all the retrogrades that we've had this year, oh my gosh, it's just been a hard year. And it has caused a lot of this emotional breakdowns, physical breakdowns, but also like nationally, we're at a very hard time where there's more hate than love, okay? And so that hatred does spread. If you're sensitive, you're gonna feel it. Are you okay?
He's fine, he's got...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you okay? Are you dying on us? It's our puppy. Oh my god.
Oh, come here, Steve. You're okay.
He's got a stuffy nose?
He's got allergies.
Oh my god. Okay.
When the seasons change and the air gets cold, he'll get asthma.
Oh.
Little dogs are prone to
Does
asthma.
he have like an inhaler?
No.
Okay.
You can do treatments for them, but
Oh my gosh.
she's like this, and this woman is not. She's not an animal person, but she's not an animal person.
I am not a pet person, okay? I don't do pets. Where's that? Yeah. Well, anyways, with that being said, hey, what other things Halloween?
The whole reason why women, or why they say witches fly, is it has to do with belladonna. They were tripping balls while they were rubbing that lotion on them. A lot of times it helped for skin sores, things like that, to keep things off. But they were tripping, so they were flying.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? They were not always taught to be feared. Some of them were just taught to be well respected. And healers and stuff, unfortunately, got pulled into that.
Right. Okay. Well, I think that's about it that we have.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will see you guys next week. We haven't thought of our topic yet, but we will let you know.
We're waiting for you guys to send something to the email.
Right. Let us know what you guys want to know. Love you guys. We love you guys. Have a good night. Have a safe weekend.
Yes. Fun. We're doing that trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat Thursday. Okay. Yeah, it will be from 6 to 8 at the Freeport Center.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys want to go meet us? Come meet us there.
Yes. Take your kitties to a safe place to get candy. We will be offering some of our services at a discounted rate.
Oh, so excited for our classes. Yes. Our tarot class, November 6th. We have a few slots left. Do you know how many?
Few. I think we only have like 3 left.
3 slots left, you guys. Come get in on those classes, okay? This is Tarot 101.
Yes.
All right.
You'll like it. We're the hosts.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.